Raising fry can be one of the most rewarding aspects of the aquarium hobby. Finding the correct foods can be one of the most important aspects to whether you're successful or not in raising those fry. So let's take a look at some of the foods I use to raise fry in the fish tank barn. Brine shrimp, known as Artemia, are one of the most powerful foods that you can feed both your adult and juvenile fish. Brine shrimp are a primitive arthropod that ranges from 8 to 12 millimeters long and are taken by both freshwater and saltwater aquarium fish. Brine shrimp are their most nutritious when they're newly hatched. These newly hatched brine shrimp are often called nauplii in some circles. Making brine shrimp is easy. You just need some salt, an air source, and some decapsulated brine shrimp eggs. I prefer to use the brine shrimp hatchery that you can buy from the Aquarium Co-op. The newly hatched brine shrimp are normally ready to feed in about 18 to 24 hours. So let's go ahead and feed some brine shrimp now. Another great food that I have here in the fish tank barn are Cyclops. Cyclops are a copepod, otherwise known as a crustacean, that can be found in both fresh and salt water. Cyclops get their name from the single eye in the middle of their body. The Cyclops ranges from 0.5 to 5 millimeters long. Cyclops are a great protein source and make a great fry food as well as a conditioning food for many smaller fish. One thing I really do like about the Cyclops is that in the powdered form, it floats right on the surface of the water and doesn't sink for quite a long time. While there are numerous types of Cyclops commercially available, I really do feed two different types. One is the Zoomed Cano Cyclops, and the other is the San Francisco Bay Powdered Cyclops. So let's go ahead and feed some Cyclops. So what I like to do with Cyclops is actually put it into a spray bottle. So this is just a ketchup bottle from the dollar store. So you can get a ketchup and mustard bottle for $1. So if you just go up to the top here, we're just gonna squeeze it in. If you can see, it's floating right there on the top. All right, we're now looking at the Cano Cyclops that comes from Zoomed. You can find this for about $10 on Amazon. It's basically like a can of cat food. So if you open up the top, there's this funky little spoon in the top, and then you just pop it open just like a can of cat food. Just gonna open it up here. So then the spoon, you just fold it out like that, it kind of connects, and then when you put it back, it folds like this. But if you can see the consistency of it, it's kind of like a baby food consistency. So we'll go ahead and go upstairs and feed that now. All right, so we're just gonna take a, sorry for it being so dark right here, but we're gonna take a little spoonful of this, and we're just gonna stick it in there, kind of clean our spoon off. So now let's jump to the Aquarium Co-op fry food. I really do enjoy this food due to its versatility. So all you have to do is walk along your row of tanks, giving a squeeze to each tank, and all your fish are fed. Like the foods I've previously mentioned, it's a great protein source and has a great ingredients list of both protein and vegetable-based ingredients. So let's now go ahead and feed the Aquarium Co-op fry food. Just a quick pinch of the bottle, and that's all you need. This list would not be complete without talking about one of the smallest foods that I play with here in the fish tank barn, and that would be the rotifer. Rotifers are a small microorganism that ranges from 50 microns to 160 microns in size. The typical aquarium strain that you would find would be in the 160 micron variety. but rotifers do make a great food for a number of saltwater fish larvae, including clownfish. Through the advancements in aquaculture, rotifers now are actually fairly easy to propagate. You just need the proper algae paste, a bucket, an air source, and a rotifer starter culture. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description to where you can find those, but I do like to use the products from Reed Mariculture. So to feed rotifers to larval clownfish, you would just need to use the green water method. Basically, you're creating the ecosystem with the algae paste, the rotifer, and the larval fish themselves.